Welcome to one of the most stylish cities on Earth. Located in the heart of northern Italy, Milan is far more than just a global capital of fashion and design. It is a city where history and modernity live side by side in perfect harmony. From the intricate Gothic spires that touch the clouds to the sleek skyscrapers of the financial district, Milan offers a unique energy that you will not find anywhere else in the country. As the second largest city in Italy, it serves as the nation's economic engine. But its soul is rooted in centuries of art and culture. This is the city where Leonardo da Vinci painted his masterpieces and where the world's most famous opera stars take the stage. Whether you are here to admire some of the most beautiful architecture in Europe, indulge in world-class shopping, or enjoy a classic Milanese aperitivo by the canals, this city has a way of capturing your heart. In this video, we are going to explore the very best of what this vibrant metropolis has to offer. We will walk through historic courtyards, visit hidden artistic gems, and see the landmarks that have made this city famous across the globe. Get ready to discover the elegance, the history, and the hidden secrets of beautiful Milano. Standing in the very center of the city is a true architectural marvel that took nearly 600 years to complete. This massive cathedral is the largest church in Italy and the third largest in the world. As you look up, you will see a forest of white marble spires and over 3,400 statues decorating the exterior. The detail is absolutely breathtaking, featuring a unique blend of Gothic and neoclassical styles that shimmer under the Italian sun. Inside, the atmosphere shifts to one of quiet majesty. The high ceilings and massive stone pillars create a sense of scale that is hard to put into words. One of the most famous features is the golden Madonnina statue, which sits atop the highest spire and watches over the citizens of Milan. If you want the best view in the city, you can take the stairs or an elevator to the rooftop terraces. Walking among the stone pinnacles provides a panoramic view of the city skyline, and on a clear day, you can even see the snow-capped peaks of the Alps in the distance. It is an experience that perfectly captures the grand spirit of the city. For a perspective like no other, you must head above the cathedral floor to the rooftop terraces. This is perhaps the most unique walkway in the world, where you can wander across the roof of a living masterpiece. Being up here allows you to see the incredible craftsmanship of the marble carvers from just a few inches away. You will find yourself surrounded by 135 delicate spires, each topped with a different saint or historical figure, creating a forest of stone that feels like something out of a dream. The contrast between the ancient white marble and the modern Milanese skyline is striking. As you navigate the levels of the roof, you can look down into the bustling square below or turn your gaze outward toward the horizon. The highlight for many is reaching the highest level, where the golden Madonna stands tall against the blue sky. It is a peaceful escape from the busy streets below and offers the perfect backdrop for capturing the true elegance of the city. Whether you visit at midday or during the golden hour of sunset, the views from these terraces are something you will remember for a lifetime. This grand open square serves as the beating heart of the city and is the central gathering point for locals and travelers alike. As you step into the vast space, you are immediately surrounded by some of the most influential architecture in Italy. The square is framed by elegant buildings and the magnificent facade of the cathedral. Creating a sense of grandeur that is truly humbling. It is a place where the past and the present collide, as the sounds of street performers and the chatter of outdoor cafes fill the air. In the center of the square, you will find the large equestrian monument dedicated to King Victor Emanuele II, which stands as a proud tribute to Italian history. This area is much more than just a tourist photo spot. It is a living stage where the energy of the city is most palpable. From here, all the major streets of the city branch out like veins, leading you toward high-end fashion districts and historic neighborhoods. Watching the sunlight change the color of the marble buildings throughout the day is a simple pleasure that makes this square one of the most iconic urban spaces in the entire world. Just steps away from the cathedral is one of the oldest and most glamorous shopping malls in the world. Often called the drawing room of Milan, this 4-story double arcade is a masterpiece of glass and iron. When you walk inside, your eyes are immediately drawn upward to the magnificent glass dome that rises 47 meters above the mosaic floor. This space was designed to be a bridge between the city's religious heart at the cathedral and its cultural heart at the opera house. The luxury here is not just in the stores, but in the architecture itself. You will find flagship boutiques with uniform black and gold signs, which maintain the historic elegance of the building. As you walk through the central octagon, look down at the floor to find the famous mosaic of a bull. Local tradition says that if you place your right heel on the bull and spin around 3 times, it will bring you good luck. Whether you are here to browse high fashion, enjoy a coffee at a historic cafe, or simply admire the light filtering through the massive glass ceiling, This landmark is the ultimate symbol of Milanese style and sophistication. Just a short walk from the Gallery, you will find one of the most prestigious opera houses in the world. Since its inauguration in 1778, Teatro alla Scala has been the ultimate stage for the greatest composers and singers in history. While the exterior of the building is understated and elegant, the interior is a breathtaking explosion of red velvet, gold leaf, and shimmering crystal. The massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling is iconic, casting a warm glow over the 6 tiers of boxes that surround the stage. This legendary venue is famous for hosting the world's most celebrated Italian operas and ballets. The theater houses a fascinating museum and a music library filled with historic costumes and instruments. The acoustics are considered some of the finest in existence, making every performance a truly magical experience. Experiencing a performance here is more than just a night at the theater. It is a journey into the heart of Italian cultural heritage. Even if you cannot catch a show, visiting the museum allows you to step into one of the historic boxes and look out over the empty auditorium, feeling the weight of centuries of artistic genius. It remains a global temple of music where the tradition of the arts is kept alive with every single note. Just a short walk from the city center, you will find a massive fortress that has stood as a symbol of power for centuries. Built in the 15th century by Francesco Sforza, Sforza Castle is one of the largest citadels in Europe. Its red brick walls and imposing towers create a striking silhouette against the sky, inviting you to step back into the era of dukes and knights. Today, the castle is no longer a military stronghold, but a vibrant cultural hub that houses several of the most important museums and galleries in the city. This historic landmark features vast internal courtyards that are free to enter and perfect for a peaceful stroll. Inside its walls, you can find the final masterpiece of Michelangelo, the Rondanini Pieta, which remains unfinished but deeply moving. The castle grounds also hold the Museum of Ancient Art, featuring works that date back to the Roman and medieval periods. The castle serves as a gateway to the lush greenery of Semponi Park, making it the perfect place to transition from history to nature. As you explore the battlements and hidden corners of the fortress, you can feel the layers of time that have shaped the identity of the city. It is a place where every stone has a story to tell, offering a fascinating glimpse into the grand past of northern Italy. Located at the edge of the vast Semponi Park, this majestic triumphal arch stands as a gateway to the city's historic center. Originally commissioned by Napoleon in the early 19th century to celebrate his victories, the Arco della Pace was later completed by the Austrians as a monument to European peace. Built from local granite and Bovino marble, the arch is a stunning example of neoclassical architecture, towering over the surrounding square with its intricate carvings and bronze statues. The monument is crowned by a magnificent bronze sculpture known as the Chariot of Peace, featuring 6 horses pulling a goddess into the city. Its pillars are adorned with detailed bas-reliefs that tell the story of significant historical events, including the fall of Napoleon and the Congress of Vienna. The wide paved area surrounding the arch is a popular spot for locals to gather, especially during the evening when the monument is beautifully illuminated. This 15th century church and Dominican convent is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most important architectural landmarks in the city. The Basilica di Santa Maria delle Grazie is a stunning example of Renaissance design. Featuring a massive terracotta dome and an elegant courtyard designed by the famous architect Bramante. While the church itself is a masterpiece of art and history, it is most famous across the globe for being the home of one of the most iconic paintings ever created. The refectory of the convent houses Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, The Last Supper, which covers an entire wall. The interior features a beautiful contrast between its red brick Gothic nave and the bright, airy Renaissance style of the choir and dome. It is highly recommended to book tickets weeks or even months in advance, as the number of visitors allowed to see the famous mural is strictly limited to preserve the delicate artwork. Stepping into this sacred space offers a profound sense of peace and a direct connection to the genius of the Italian Renaissance. Located within the historic complex of Santa Maria delle Grazie, this refectory is home to one of the most famous and influential works of art in human history. Painted by Leonardo da Vinci between 1495 and 1498, the mural depicts the dramatic moment Jesus announces that one of his apostles will betray him. The room itself was originally the dining hall for the Dominican monks, and standing in this quiet space allows you to appreciate the immense scale and emotional depth of Leonardo's masterpiece. The mural is celebrated for its revolutionary use of perspective and the incredible range of human emotions captured in the faces of the 12 apostles. Because Leonardo experimented with an oil and tempera technique on drywall rather than traditional fresco, the painting is extremely fragile and has undergone many careful restorations over the centuries. To protect the artwork from environmental damage, air quality is strictly controlled, and visitors are admitted in small groups for exactly 15 minutes at a time. It is absolutely essential to book your tickets months in advance through the official website, as this is one of the most sought-after cultural experiences in the world.
The Basilica of Sant'Ambrogio is one of the most ancient and significant churches in the city, standing as a fundamental landmark of Milanese history. Founded in the 4th century by Saint Ambrose himself, the current structure is a prime example of Lombard Romanesque architecture. Characterized by its warm red brick and its unique 2-story atrium. As you enter through the grand courtyard, you are immediately transported back in time, away from the modern pace of the city, into a space of quiet contemplation and enduring strength. The interior houses the Golden Altar, a breathtaking 9th century masterpiece of Carolingian goldsmith work decorated with precious stones and intricate reliefs. Beneath the main altar, you can visit the crypt, where the skeletal remains of Saint Ambrose, the patron saint of Milan, are displayed alongside 2 other martyrs. One of the most curious features is the Devil's Column, located in the square outside, which has 2 holes near the base that local legend says were made by the horns of the devil during a struggle with the saint. Walking through its solemn aisles and ancient mosaic-filled chapels provides a deep sense of the spiritual and historical roots of northern Italy. Standing as one of the few remaining traces of Roman Milan, the Colonne de San Lorenzo is a row of 16 ancient Corinthian columns located right in front of the Basilica of San Lorenzo. These marble pillars date back to the 2nd century and were likely moved here from a pagan temple or public bathhouse during the 4th century. Today, the columns serve as a dramatic gateway to the vibrant Ticinese district, acting as a bridge between the city's imperial past and its modern, energetic soul. This historic landmark is a famous meeting point for locals, especially in the evenings when the square transforms into a lively open-air social hub. The columns are part of a larger archaeological complex that includes the medieval Porta Ticinese gate and the remains of an ancient Roman amphitheater nearby. The area is well known for its alternative vibe, surrounded by street art, independent boutiques, and plenty of bars where you can grab a drink and sit on the stone steps. It is a place where you can truly feel the layers of Milanese history as teenagers and university students hang out in the shadow of monuments that have stood for nearly 2,000 years. The Navigli Grande is the oldest and most important canal in the city, originally built in the 12th century to connect Milan with the nearby rivers and lakes. This historic waterway played a vital role in the construction of the cathedral, as it was used to transport the massive marble blocks from the quarries directly into the heart of the city. Today, the canal is the centerpiece of Milan's most picturesque neighborhood, where the reflection of colorful buildings shimmers on the water and the traditional iron bridges provide the perfect vantage point for a sunset stroll. The banks of the canal are lined with a vibrant mix of artist studios, vintage boutiques, and hidden courtyards that capture the bohemian spirit of the area. It is the heart of the city's social life, famous for the traditional aperitivo hour when the many bars and restaurants along the water come alive with energy. On the last Sunday of every month, the canal hosts a massive antique market where hundreds of vendors display unique treasures, furniture, and jewelry along the towpaths. The area is also home to the Vicolo dei Lavandai, a charming and well-preserved corner where residents used to wash their laundry by hand in the canal waters centuries ago.
Naviglio Pavese. The Naviglio Pavese is the second major canal of the district, and while it was originally built for trade and to connect the city to Pavia, today it represents the most vibrant and youthful soul of the area. While the Naviglio Grande is famous for its historic elegance, the Pavese is known for its high energy and for being one of the main centers of Milanese nightlife. Its banks are a continuous line of bars, pubs, and restaurants offering every kind of cuisine, making it the ideal spot for anyone looking for fun and good company. This canal is characterized by a series of historic locks, some of which were originally designed with the help of Leonardo da Vinci to manage the water levels of the terrain. Along its path, you will find many of the most famous clubs in the city, where music and celebrations continue until the early hours of the morning. Compared to the Naviglio Grande, the atmosphere here is slightly more informal and dynamic, and it is a popular hangout for university students and young professionals. Walking along the Naviglio Pavese means immersing yourself in the contemporary rhythm of Milan. It is the perfect place to end a day of sightseeing, perhaps by enjoying a traditional dinner or a craft cocktail just a few steps from the water. Once the ancient commercial port of the city, the Darsena di Milano has been transformed into a beautiful water basin that serves as a central meeting point for the Navigli district. Originally built in 1603, this historic dock was a vital hub for the marble trade that built the great cathedral. Today, it is a pedestrian-friendly waterfront where the modern energy of the city flows alongside the calm waters, offering a unique urban landscape that feels worlds away from the busy traffic of central Milan. The area features wide stone walkways and benches, making it a favorite spot for a morning stroll or a relaxing afternoon by the water. It serves as the main junction where the Naviglio Grande and the Naviglio Pavese meet, creating a vibrant crossroads of history and social life. During the holidays and summer months, the basin often hosts floating markets, temporary art installations, and community events that bring the waterfront to life. The surrounding docks are packed with small kiosks and outdoor seating, perfect for grabbing a quick snack while watching the sunset reflect off the surface of the harbor.